Bitcoin for the past week has been more boring and pathetic than this guy at the beach. But now is not the time to stop paying attention, because when we look at the charts, we can see something very shocking. Wow, this is very shocking. Which now brings me to the Bitcoin chart. When we take a look at this bull flag that we have been trading in now for over 2 weeks, every single move that could happen within this range has already played out, meaning very soon we are going to see a break of the range. And when we zoom out, we can see that Bitcoin is in a very, very important spot. If we get a break to the upside, there is pretty much no resistance above us until the mid 36,000s. If we get a break to the downside, there is literally no support below us until we come back down to the mid 26,000s. What does this mean? This means we can expect a massive 20% move to the upside after the break of this range, or a massive 13% move to the downside on the break of this range. These are not the times to stop paying attention. Today, we're going to be diving into the charts, talking about exactly what I'm planning for this week. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell for notifications, because we are bringing you the juiciest and the most timely Bitcoin updates here on YouTube. So why do I believe we are going to break out of this range very, very soon? Well, whenever we start forming a sideways range after a huge move, it opens up many, many opportunities to take day trades and scalp trades. And in my opinion, we've already had every single move that could possibly happen within this range. If we take a look at the plans that we had in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we were looking to get a move down to around 29.8, get a move up to the highs, get a move down to sweep the lows, get a move up to sweep the highs, and then short it back down to the bottom of the range. That is literally exactly what has happened here. We came down to our first level, got a move to the highs, came back down to our second level, got the bounce, came back up to our third level, took the short, and now we're currently back at the bottom of the range, which is how we were able to take the short trade from the exact high and the long trade from the exact low in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. By the way, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where every single day we give our trade setups, like the juicy swing long trade that we literally gave from the exact bottom, as well as these scalp trades that we give every single day. We do multiple live streams a day, giving our levels a great place for learning. Go to jasoncaspertrading.com. Go ahead, click the link to join the VIP Discord. Also, make sure if you want to learn how to do this, you take advantage of our current 25% discount on both courses, links in the description and the pinned comment. And if you want to take advantage of trading these markets, longing and shorting, making money regardless of what happens, check out my favorite exchange, MEXC, 0% limit orders, 0.01% market orders, literally the best deal you can find right now, up to a $9,000 deposit bonus. And if you're looking for an exchange that does not require VPN or KYC, check out ZOOMEX, right now a centralized and a decentralized exchange on the same platform. Links in the description and the pinned comment if you're interested. Only sign up for an exchange if you know how to trade, because if you don't, well, it will ruin your whole life and suck everything out of you. So how do we know what is going to happen? Well, there's two main things I am looking for. I'm looking for key levels, and I'm looking for volume of trades coming into the market. Now, to be totally honest with you guys, for me, whenever I see us forming a range, I always make sure to try and get into a short from the top and a long from the bottom, because if I can do this, it doesn't matter which way the range break. This is my specific trading strategy. If I was in no trades right now, it would be a little bit difficult for me to get into a position. However, because we understand that if the price can get a clean break with volume above the golden pocket, above this new weekly resistance that we have, and above the 786 Fibonacci, there's a really good chance that we will actually break out, which means if we get above here, and we see a big increase in volume, and we see a lot of longs opening up, real power coming into the market, then yes, we can look for a pullback and look to long this thing to the upside. On the contrary, if we see that we break this low, and we actually start to do it with increased volume, and we also start to see candles closing below this low to show it's not just a liquidity grab, then we can actually look for a short position to the downside. Now, what's very important here, if we are looking for trades to trade the break of this range, is that we don't just FOMO into a trade when price starts to get a move in a certain direction. We always want to wait for a pullback to give us some kind of specific entry. Here's what I mean by that. Let's say that we say, oh, we're starting to pump, let me long right now. Well, here's the thing. Price sometimes goes straight up, but most of the time it zigs and zags. So what we want to do is stick to the principles of buy low and sell high. What does that mean? That means if we start to get a pump and we don't see any kind of pullback, maybe sit out, because we don't know where the top is. But if we start to get a pullback and then we start to come down to a key level, which historically was resistance for 3 weeks, then we can enter a trade with very good risk management, high probability setup, because we can say we're coming back down to retest what used to be resistance as support, meaning we could give ourselves a nice tight stop loss here with a pretty significant target to the upside, giving us a 5 times more reward than risk trade setup. As opposed to just longing in the middle of the pump, we have no idea when and if a pullback is going to come. Same is true to the downside. If we see that we're just dumping like this, it's definitely not the good time to short in this box. First of all, it could be a fake out. Second of all, we don't know when and if a retracement is going to come. So instead, what we want to do is look at this box and say this box historically for the past 2 times has been acting as support. So if we break it and then it starts acting as resistance, well, we can get into a trade and we can go ahead and short in the box after a pullback, saying, look, if my idea that this box is flipped from support and resistance is true, I can now take this short position, and it's giving me a very good risk to reward setup. This is what's key when it comes to taking trades. When we are looking at breakouts or breakdowns of ranges, it helps us risk less and it helps us make more profits over time. Here's one last thing to keep in mind in this situation. Because we've been in the range for so long, because all the moves have already played out, in my opinion, when we get the break of this range, it's going to be a very significant break. We can expect a very big move. There's no major resistance above us. There's no major support below us. So that can also give us more reasons to look for a trade if and when we see a break and a retest. And when things get too quiet for too long, people stop paying attention. That's when the big move happens. So now is the time that we really need to be paying attention. That is it for today's video. May everybody watching and listening be very blessed. In the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah, even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, click that bell for notifications, and I will see everybody in the next video. Just chilling out here on the treadmill, you know what I'm saying? All right, peace.